What if the Titanoboa is still out there, lurking in the depths? From eerie jungle sightings to mysterious sonar readings, these unbelievable encounters with the giant snake will leave you wondering, is this ancient predator still alive? In 2005, a sinkhole opened up in the Brazilian rainforest, which already is pretty terrifying. But it revealed an underground cave system, and that's when things got eerie. Workers investigating that area reported hearing strange noises and claimed to have seen a massive serpentine figure briefly emerge from the shadows before disappearing forever. Descriptions of its dark as night scales and glowing amber eyes of course fueled local legends of this ancient serpent guarding the cave. Though no physical evidence was found, locals believe the sinkhole did disturb a hidden predator, possibly an undiscovered relic of ancient times. It's like the basilisk from Harry Potter. That's a snake I would not mess with. In 2021, a team of scientists conducting biodiversity surveys along the Rio Apaporis in the Colombia made an astonishing discovery using advanced thermal imaging technology. They detected an enormous heat signature in the water that was roughly 40 feet long that moved with a very distinct solitary grace. Now initially they thought the signature was caused by a school of fish, but upon closer inspection, the shape's movement indicated it was a singular large creature, and instead not a group. The team spent several days trying to locate the source of the heat but found no physical evidence, leaving them baffled, just like you and I are right now. The encounter reignited speculation about Titanoboa, the ancient 42-foot snake that once roamed the area millions of years ago. Could it have survived, hidden in the uncharted depths of the Amazon? The sighting, though inconclusive, does add another layer to this ongoing debate over the survival of prehistoric creatures in the modern world, like the megalodon. In 1959, a missing explorer's belongings were found, including a blurry photograph of a massive serpent coiled up around a tree. Now, the journal that they found with it ended with the chilling note, "It watches." Who's it? Why is it watching? What is it watching me do? I have all the questions. While dismissed as a hoax by some, the photograph's resemblance to Titanoboa fossils have cryptozoologists wondering if the serpent still survives in the jungles of South America. Manaus, often referred to as the gateway to the Amazon, is home to many strange and terrifying stories. I mean, it's the Amazon. Everything's in there. One of the most chilling occurred in 1985 when a group of ecotourists ventured into a remote lagoon on the outskirts of the city. Now, as they paddled deeper into the still waters, they noticed a large, snake-like figure slicing through the water right ahead of them. Kind of hard to miss. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before, and its size dwarfed their small canoe. A snake bigger than a canoe? Nope. The guide, a seasoned local, mind you, he immediately urged the group to turn back, warning them that they were nearing an area that was home to an ancient guardian of the forest. If that was me, I would be full steam ahead, pal, winding up my camera. Though they managed to return to safety, the tourists couldn't shake this eerie feeling that they had come too close to something beyond their comprehension. Now, some believe that that serpent that they encountered could have been a living Titanoboa, while others speculate that the Amazon is simply protecting its most sacred and dangerous secrets. Well, why not both? The Colombian oil rig incident. In 1992, workers on an oil rig deep in the jungles of Colombia encountered an eerie disturbance that they could never explain. And when you're out there that often, that says a lot. It began with tremors shaking the foundations of the rig, followed by strange ripples in the nearby swamp that suggested the presence of something enormous lurking beneath the surface. That is danger close. So one night, a few workers spotted this massive, snake-like creature break the surface of the swamp. They saw it, they locked eyes. Its smooth scales reflecting the rig's floodlights, again, hard to miss. Witnesses described its eyes as glowing a menacing red, and its body so large that it seemed to dwarf the surrounding vegetation. We got canoes, now we got vegetation. How big is this thing? Although the company dismissed the incident as a case of mass hysteria, the workers were quite adamant about what they saw. To them, the creature wasn't just this local myth, it was an ancient predator, possibly, hopefully, a surviving Titanoboa, making a rare and terrifying appearance. Imagine being heckled at work by Titanoboa. Get out of here. You're so scary. The legend of Titanoboa has traveled far beyond South America, and in 1997, a group of loggers working in the remote jungles of Sumatra, Indonesia, experienced something that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. While taking down a giant tree, they heard a loud, guttural hiss coming from a nearby swamp. Now, as they cautiously investigated, they were confronted with this massive, serpent-like creature coiled around a tree trunk. Its body so thick it seemed to defy belief. It's like a tree wrapped around a tree. That's terrifying. Eyewitnesses described the creature's scales as glistening, like wet onyx almost, with a girth wider than a grown man's torso. The workers, of course terrified, they fled the area. They abandoned all their equipment, they were out of there. The locals later suggested that that creature was a naga, a mythical serpent from Indonesian folklore, but the description seemed eerily close to that of Titanoboa. Could it be possible that the ancient snake had crossed oceans to find a new home, or was this something entirely new and undiscovered? Both sound really bad. Drones are pretty hot. They seem to be watching us and our every moves every day. No idea what's going on up there. But in 2017, filmmaker Rodrigo Silva set out to capture this untouched beauty of the Peruvian Amazon with his drone, unaware that he would recover something extraordinary. As he reviewed his drone footage, Silva noticed an enormous snake-like creature slithering through the dense jungle. The creature was estimated to be around 50 feet long, moving with a fluidity almost as it coiled and uncoiled with precision. Ergo, a big snake. Unlike an anaconda, which stays close to the water, this creature seemed to be moving effortlessly through the forest, which would now raise eyebrows among experts. So while some believed it could be an unusually large anaconda, others point out anomalies in its size, speed, and of course, behavior. The video went viral. Obviously, it sparked a heated debate among cryptozoologists, with many wondering if this could be a living Titanoboa or if it was simply a case of mistaken identity fueled by the power of social media. What do you think it was? Comment down below. Lost Jungle Expedition. In 1934, British explorer Percy Haddon led a small team into the heart of Brazil to map an uncharted section of the Xingu River. Now, during their journey, Haddon made a startling discovery: this colossal serpentine track imprinted on the riverbanks. Hard to miss. The tracks measured over 3 feet wide, indicating the movement of a creature far larger than any known anaconda. That night, as the team camped by the river, they were awakened by this unnerving silence, followed by the faint sound of water lapping against something enormous. As the glow of their campfire illuminated the water, the team saw this shadowy, large shape pass by. So in a panic, they scrambled to get out of there, but by morning the creature was gone, leaving behind only questions and a lingering sense of dread. Was this Titanoboa stopping by to say hello? Was it grabbing a sip of water before boogieing on to the next island? Who knows? In 2009, paleontologists unearthed fossilized remains of Titanoboa, this 42-foot serpent that once roamed Colombia's swamps. But miners working in the area reported hearing strange low-frequency rumblings and hissing noises coming from deep within the mine, suggesting something massive was moving below them. Though dismissed as the effects of working in dangerous conditions, not a lot of oxygen, your brain will sometimes make things up, some have now speculated that Titanoboa could still be alive in the mine's depths. What do you think? Overworked, or is that a giant snake that's about to eat us all? Deep in the Amazon, the legend of the Yakamama, or Mother of the Water, has haunted local folklore. Mother of the Water? I mean, yeah, it's gonna scare me. This giant serpent, said to grow over 100 feet long, was reported by a group of fishermen back in 2010. They saw a massive shadow gliding beneath their boat, its glossy black scales reflecting faint sunlight. Really hard to miss when it's that big and that bright. Though they fled unharmed, they returned with a chilling story of this ancient predator lurking in the waters. Now, whether or not it was Titanoboa or another ancient creature, the encounter left them with one unsettling truth: the Amazon holds secrets far beyond comprehension. Girth. Well, let's put me going, a lot of girth. There we go, it's perfect.